So it is November of 2021 for those of you that are not playing the Evergreen game. No. For those of you that are playing the Evergreen game and watching this next year, as opposed to watching it last... Can we just start over?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Teresa.
And we are the Happy Place Diaries. Are we 3 and out? And what I mean by that is we are wrapping up this week, we are wrapping up our 3rd year of being a YouTube channel. And the question is, do we do a 4th year?
Stay tuned.
I guess.
And you'll find out.
So sorry for the big tease. And of course, we're going to do a 4th year. So that doesn't mean turn off the video right now. But we sat down and kind of looked at the last 3 years and some of the mistakes that we have made that maybe costed our channel a little bit, or maybe hurt our channel a little bit.
Yeah.
And we thought we would take an opportunity to share those mistakes with you so that if you are starting out or you're struggling, you're lacking in motivation to keep going, well, maybe this is the video that's going to get you motivated to keep going, kind of like it's motivating us to keep going. So let's jump right in.
That would be the videos without me being in them. That was, I think, a big no-no because we are a team, a couple, husband and wife, and I should have been in more videos. And once people started telling Jerry that I need to be in them, and I did, things got a lot better.
Well, and more to the point, they stopped telling me, but they told her.
Yeah.
That, hey, Therese, if you guys want your channel to do well and grow, you need to take a more active role. And ever since she did, we've noticed an increase. It wasn't, leaps and bounds and we didn't become millionaires overnight.
Not at
all. We're still waiting on that. Anyway.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Big mistake that we made, just trying to get out the gate and get a YouTube channel up. I don't think that we really thought that one through. Which leads us to the next one, which is we didn't really have a clear plan or a clear vision of what we wanted our channel to grow up and be.
Right.
We just kind of became a YouTube channel in the RV niche. I struggle with that. Is it niche or is it niche?
Niche.
We weren't one of those, or we wanted to be just another channel, and we really didn't think it through of what we wanted our channel to be when it grew up. And so I think we did a lot of discovery. Mm-hmm. Well, cut to the chase, we tried to be what everybody else was.
Yeah, we just need to be us.
And we're not what everybody else is or was or is trying to be. And so we didn't really fine-tune what our style was going to be. And I think we're doing better at that now because our style is we are who we are. And if you have the absolute pleasure of hooking up with us or have had the pleasure, and all you got to do is ask people that have been around us, we are who we are. And we don't pretend to be anything that we're not.
Right.
And so what you see is what you get, folks. And you know what? That's a turnoff for some people. And we're okay with that.
That's fine.
Yep. There's been... we'll leave it at that. So when it came to not having a clear vision, we also didn't refine our content.
Right.
of what that needed to look like. Again, we started doing videos that everybody else was doing. If people were doing reviews, we did reviews. If people were doing,
RVs.
campground stuff,
Yep. RV shows, we were doing it. So.
RV shows. If they were doing remodels, we were doing remodels. Now, we didn't go out of our way to do those. We didn't put this wallpaper up just because other people were putting wallpaper up.
Right, we did it because we wanted to change the...
Right. But I would be lying to you if I said that we didn't do the videos because we wanted to. We did them because other people were doing them. And so there was that, we just did what everybody else did. We got sucked into analysis paralysis. I got sucked into that, looking at the analytics until I just couldn't see straight anymore.
Yeah.
And what I learned is I was looking at the wrong analytics. I wasn't looking at analytics that moved the channel forward. I was looking at the raw numbers, and I didn't really understand how to decipher those numbers and turn those into something that made sense to growing our channel.
Come on, get up here.
Come here, buddy. So I got sucked into the trap of overanalyzing and not looking at the analytics that really matter when you're trying to grow a channel. And once I started looking at those things, like when people drop out of the videos, and what are we doing during that time? Then it really started making the analytics started making more sense, and we started using analytics in our favor.
Well, and we need a big shout out to Dustin and Leslie for helping you with that one.
Yeah.
Get in touch with other YouTubers. Ask them to, if you don't know much about it, ask them.
The community. Again, I think we tried to do what everybody else was doing, and at the time, everybody else was, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but it seemed to me that everybody was using the community to grow and not necessarily doing it in the most genuine way. And I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, because I got in live streams and tried to grow friendships that were leading to subs. And what I know now is I ultimately grew friendships that are great friends when I stopped looking at folks for subs. And I think it takes a lot to say that.
Yeah, it does.
Because I think there's people out there that are playing the sub for sub game.
Oh, definitely.
And they're using the community to do that. When what I know now is when I grew genuine friendships, it didn't necessarily grow our channel, but it didn't hurt our channel.
Right.
And we grew friendships that have a couple things in common, not just YouTube. And so I could reach out to people and say, hey, I'm struggling here. What
Do it.
What are you doing?
That was one of our mistakes, is that we weren't asking
Yeah.
the right questions
To the right people.
to the right people. Correct.
So, there was a time, and that time is faded a bit, and maybe it hasn't. We're just not part of it. Where we tried to be a lot to everybody, and we were massive consumers rather than massive content creators. And I think if we would have spent more time creating good content, the rest of it would have come. But we tried consuming rather than creating. And I think that's a mistake. I think it ultimately hurt. And I'm not saying don't be a consumer, because we are consumers still. But I think we've refined what that looks like, because now we watch because we're friends with people, and we're engaged in where they are in their lives. And even though we haven't met a lot of those folks in person, we enjoy going along their journey with them. We probably could do a better job of commenting and stuff. But again, you only have 24 hours in the day. You got to use those 24 hours.
That's exactly what I was going to say is,
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just having over 1,000 subscribers. You can't watch their stuff, everybody's stuff, and then comment on it.
Yeah. And I know we could be hard to watch too, and that's fine. Having discussions with other YouTubers, what we know for sure is that when you start creating for your base, you do better. You do well. And here's the biggest secret of all of this. Coming up right after we talk about gear. That's called a tease in the business.
Yes, I know what it is.
I'm going to tell you what the big secret is.
Okay.
We also got caught up in gear. I got caught up in gear. I thought we had to have the best camera, the best this, the best sound. So what we know is people are forgiving a video when the sound quality is good. It doesn't work the other way around. When your video quality isn't that great, but people can hear what you got to say, they're more willing to watch it. If they can't hear what you got to say, it doesn't really matter. I'll watch some out of focus video. I won't watch video that I can't, if it's garbled or it's just wind and I won't do it. I can't do it. So yeah, gear. Got caught up in that, and I think that's a big mistake, especially when
we have our phones.
This right here takes great video, has decent sound, and people all over YouTube are using this to create. Having said that, I really like our M50, and I wouldn't trade it because it's a great camera. I love it, but could have done this for the first couple of years and been just as
good.
Just as good.
All right, and
the big secret. Okay, so hopefully you didn't tune out when I teased, but the big secret that I believe, and it goes back to what we were saying about the base. We all have a base that we play to, and you know who they are. They're the folks that comment. They're the folks that engage. They're the folks that you text, and they're the folks that you email, and they're the folks that you make calls to. And I hope that everybody out there has a base group of folks that can give you honest feedback, that can celebrate with you, that can share times with you that when you're struggling. So playing to the base is the big secret. That I think too many people try to be too much to everyone. And you just can't do that. I mean, we could be entertaining and we could provide information via our YouTube channel. YouTube being the second biggest search engine on the planet. People come into the RV world looking for something, whether that's to be entertained, to be taught something, or just to go along and live vicariously through somebody else's journey. Right. There's channels that I watch out there that I just go, oh, now that's a destination that we want to go to. I want to go on that hike. I want to take our rig there. Those people and us are probably never going to meet. And that's fine. But that's what I mean by playing to the base. And if you do that and your base is strong and your base grows, then your channel's going to grow. You could do that organically that way. I think if you try to be too much, if you try to please everybody, you'll please nobody, is what I'm trying to say.
And we've learned. And
Yeah.
we hope that these things that we have given you can also teach you what maybe not to do.
Yeah. I mean, they're mistakes. They're not catastrophic. Look, everything that we've talked about is first world problems. We're not purifying water here to make sure that everybody has a drink. We're talking about YouTube. And I think that's another mistake, is that people don't keep this in perspective. Because if we stopped growing today, and we don't want to,
We'd be okay with it.
life will go on. We're still going to be in this trailer having a ball. So, again, we appreciate each and every one of you for coming on our journey with us. We hope that we provide something to you. We hope that you're our base. And we hope that you take the time to reach out to us and say hello. Drop us an email, drop us a note, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us know if you're in our area. We'd love to hook up with you. And it's good, cheap content, too, for all of us. But really, we value each and every one of you. And I don't know that we could say how much we appreciate.
Because we do.
Yeah, I've kind of joked about it. If 1,250 people knocked on that door right now and wanted to have
a drink?
I mean, seriously, just kind of wrap that around your head that,
wow.
And now, look, they're not all watching, so let's say that 70 people showed up at the door.
That would be cool.
How cool would that be?
That would be very cool.
So anyway, those are our mistakes. We're going into season 4, even though all the videos last year said season 4 because I can't do math. But this is legitimately coming into our 4th year of YouTube, and we're still having fun, and so we're going to keep doing it, whether you like it or not.
Until next time. Thanks for coming.
What she said.